Hey, guys and gals, welcome to the Monday, March 13th episode of the PM Show. We are just kicking back at the wall, just me and Mr. Kitty. And well, you. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. Bud Files, good evening. Hope you're doing well this evening. Mr. York, oh, man, those salmon patties were good. We don't get salmon patties out of fresh salmon very often. Somebody gives us a little bit of fresh salmon. Oh yeah, it goes into salmon patties. Let's see here, Mr. Lee and Katie too. Hope you're doing well tonight over there across the pond. Mount Lee. There you go. Mm. Some fresh salmon, cold beer, and some French fries makes for I'm sorry, some chips makes for a nice evening. Let's see here. I seen Christine pop in. There she is. Hello, good evening, dear, or good morning, I guess, for you. Hope you're doing well over there. I am doing good, Tony. Doing good. What do you know? A notification. Not too awful bad considering I only set it up about 30 minutes ago. Wife's cousin came over. They're playing cards. Kids have left. Dinner's over. I figured, why not? History by holiday. What is up, my friend? Long time no chat. I have food poisoning, so feeling like crap. Oh, God. Oh, they have food poisoning in Australia? I'm just kidding. I know you guys got all the same stuff there that we have here. So yeah, definitely sorry to hear that. I've had food poisoning before. It is not a good thing to go through, especially when especially when you're not being waited on. Well, I mean, you're in the medical field, so you know how important it is to have somebody waiting on you when you feel like crap. When you got to get up and do all your own things and don't even feel like breathing, let alone moving. That sucks. Nothing much. Having a pretty shitty day, so I thought I'd pop in for a few. Well, Doc, it's because I, I, ne- I never hear anything from you anymore. I didn't even know for sure if you was still doing the YouTube thing. I've not heard anything from you for, my God, man, 8 months, 9 months. I knew that all the animals, insects down there would kill you, but not after you cook it. Let me turn this down just a little bit. The only bad thing about trying to have music when you're doing this, you can't adjust the volume. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things in Australia that'll make you sick. Animals, insects, reptiles. But I mean, I've honestly never talked to anybody in Australia before I had food poisoning. gotta get it out of my system and rest, which is hard. Yeah, yeah, Doc. It's been forever, man. It has been forever. I mean, I could honestly look on Messenger and see when the last time was I heard from you. It's been long before Thanksgiving, long before Halloween. But yeah, like I said, everything's calmed down here. I figured why not get on, hang with you guys for a little bit, have a little bit of fun. Hey, Buck, good to see you, bud. Yeah, yep, I did. I did talk message on Christmas. You are correct. You are correct. James, good evening, bud. Thank you very much for the like. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. I've been kind of popping into a chat once in a while, listening in. I had a baby brown snake in my front yard the other day, so I had to warn my neighbors not to let her cats out. I take it brown snakes are a bad thing down there. We have brown snakes here that don't do anything to you except stick their tongue out at you and crawl away. I have that dumb cold. Well, it makes you feel any better, Ian. I was walking through the living room earlier and I got real lightheaded. I was just getting ready to come back in the studio and I had to grab the doorknob. I'd grabbed the doorknob on the furnace door and I started to go back and tightened my grip and I pulled myself back up. Ran in here and checked my blood sugar and I was bottoming out. Well, bottoming out for me, 100 points lower than normal. So I went and grabbed some tuna fish and some crackers and gobbled them down real quick. And then the wife just made salmon patties, which had breadcrumbs and stuff in it, and French fries and everything. So now I haven't tested it yet again. It's not been quite an hour. But I'm going to test it again. But I feel good again. But yeah, I kind of scared me a little bit. Normally, when I get lightheaded, it just lasts for a second. I mean, I actually felt myself starting to go back, and I had to pull myself back up straight again. But on a good note, I'm going to get a referral to Washington State Patrol after I pass my driving test. Very cool. Very cool. I know where to speed at if I'm going to now. Like I drive. I don't like snakes at all. Now, see, we have, black snakes, rat snakes, all kinds of stuff. Now, I don't mess with any water snakes. I mean, don't get me wrong, but a lot of the land snakes and farm snakes and stuff, they don't bother me at all. Hell, I've had rat snakes 5.5 feet long wrapped around my arm and rubbing the back of their head and stuff like that we find on a tree. That's why I carry a 44 at all times at the cabin. We got copperheads, rattlers, and cottonmouths. See, we have cottonmouths here. And there are some rattlers in the state of Michigan, but you got to go way up north to find them. Hey, Jay. Good to see you. Yeah, Jan, I wasn't going to, but everything calmed down here. Everybody took off. Wife's cousin showed up. They're out there playing cards and stuff. And I figured, why not? Better than sitting in the bedroom alone watching TV. I might as well get on here, kill some time, hang out with y'all. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I'm out walking a trail or something like that, I got a snake stick with me. It's nice and flat on one end and about that big around on the other. So if they happen to get out from under the flat end, I just smack them in the head with the big end. I handle snakes, both venomous and non-venomous, to educate people. I used to know a guy here that had venomous snakes as pets, but I never went over to his house. I don't mess with anything. Anything that'll kill me. That's why I'm kind of up on ID and spiders and stuff like that, because you never know around here. Um, you'll get a brown recluse. You'll even get a black widow here that'll come in a fruit box or something like that. And Christina Bell, howdy, howdy. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well this evening. Most venomous snakes we have here in the U.S. won't kill you. No, but they'll make you sicker than hell if you ain't careful. I love snakes, but I'm terrified of spiders. It just depends on the spider with me. My mom was the kind of person that she found a spider in her house, as long as it wasn't a poisonous spider. You know, if it was not near the food cabinets, she'd leave it alone. If it was in the pantry or something like that, she'd kill it. But yeah, if it was like under a cabinet or behind the refrigerator or behind the cabinet in the utility room or something, she wouldn't mess with it. I don't do spiders either. I hiked all over hell in the area of southeast Missouri. Never once saw a live venomous snake. We have some of the most deadly snakes in the world. Oh yeah, yeah. There was one I saw on a documentary one time. I think it was called a two-stepper or a three-stepper or something like that. Where if it bit you, you could get about three. If you're really strong, 4 steps away before you fall down. I mean, it's that deadly. Um, but that, yeah, that now see that frightens me a little bit. You don't even have time to administer an anti-venom or anything before you're done. I'm gonna go, but I'll make sure to join more streams. Maybe I'll have to do a live stream. There you go. Go for it, bud. Do it. I'll be there. I get notification for it, man. I will be there. Plain and simple. Let me make sure, after not hearing from you for so long, let me make sure that I even still have you. YouTube, for some reason, probably the last 8 months or so, has been unsubscribing channels with no activity. Let me make sure I still got you, since I changed up. I'm pretty sure I do. Come on. Spinny, 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 spinny. Spinny, 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 spinny. Yeah, I'm subscribed to you, bud. This channel has no content. Doc, did you erase all your stuff? 185 subscribers. History by holiday, 1166. No videos. Yep, I'm still subscribed to you, bud. If memory serves, brown snake is the most deadly. I've hiked all over the Smokies and never saw them a snake. Jim Stanford song. And here's someplace. I don't plan to go to Australia. So if Aussie women want to hook up, they got to come here. Snakes and spiders and whatever other shit will kill you. Okay, well, I guess I'm doing another stream. Yes, I erased all my content. Okay. Yep. Get fired back up, bud. You know I'll be there to support you. Yep. Break out the old microphone, man. I cannot believe you erased all your content after Santee and I went out of our way to make that video for you, welcoming you to YouTube. You erased everything. You skinny little shit, you. Cold beer in the old skull tonight, guys. At least for now. I had one in the back of the fridge. Don't really have anything to talk about tonight. Like I said, it's better than sitting alone in front of the TV. Might as well hang out with friends. We get taught in high school how to apply the proper first aid for snake bites. As one of my friends got bitten by a tiger snake during lunch break. Didn't even know until he started getting sick. Oh, wow. All right, bud. Set something up. You know I'll be there. Brown snake is one of our deadly snakes. Yeah. Here, snakes tend to try to avoid people unless you corner them. Now, we were at a state park one time, walking the trail, a whole bunch of us from school, not very far from the river, and stepped over a log, and then the girl right behind me stepped over a log, and she jumped to the right, and kind of let out a little bit of a scream and turned around, and there was a um, water snake all coiled up right at the edge of the trail. She probably stepped down 2 foot in front of it, and we grabbed a stick, picked it up, and tossed it out in the woods away from the trail so everybody else could get by safely. But that's the only poisonous snake I've ever come across. Now, see, I've seen water snakes. Now, there was an incident at one of our reservoirs uh, quite a few years ago where kids were going out there cliff jumping, and they jumped too close to the rock edge, and there was a whole nest of cottonmouths um, right there. He must have got bit like 5 or 6 times before somebody pulled him back away from the group. But luckily, there was a ranger station only about a mile from where they were cliff jumping at. So he got sick, but he didn't get that sick. I sent you an email too, Drew. It will surprise you. Okay, cool. Thank you, Christine. They are like that here too. It's actually legal to kill snakes in Victoria. They're protected. Wow. Well, I hope everybody had a good first day of the week. It was just a relaxing day. Made a brand new intro for our paranormal videos. It's getting back to that time where we're going to be able to start getting out and doing things. Got a brand new intro made up. Kind of like this one. It's pretty much the whole intro is pretty much clips of our past investigations and everybody that's been involved and stuff like that. So looking forward to going back, hitting some places again. Um, Certain cemeteries and stuff we couldn't get into in the past. We're going to get into this one. Of course, guys, don't forget the giveaway competition is in full swing. It started a week ago. This coming Wednesday. It is for these two art pieces right here. Um, Again, let me pull this down here. This piece up here is from Charles Carson. He is still alive. He's a Canadian artist, Grandmaster of the Fine Arts at International Academy of Fine Arts in Quebec. He specializes in 18th and 19th century era oil on canvas. His auction prices range from the $40 area to the $230 area. This painting up here is also oil on canvas. It is from Porfirio Salinas, 1910 to 1973, specialized in Southwestern, Latino, Mexican, and Native American art. And depending upon the artwork, some things are on the low side. Usually his auction prices run $4,000 to $50,000. His landscapes and stuff tend to go for the higher prices. His still art, pottery, cactuses, things like that, they go on the lower end of it. So I just put the info up a little bit ago. I'll go on slide it up here again real quick. How to get into the drawing. Well, thank you very much. I'll make sure and let Ralphie know that you said happy birthday to him. Yeah, I love that cup. I picked up at a friend of mine brought it to me at a festival 2 years ago, and said, here's the perfect pirate beer mug for you." I looked at it and I thought, "Yep." I said, "Now I just got to find a way to mount a hand to the side of it, and I'll be good." Oh yeah, spinny, 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 spinny. Our temperatures not got above 31 today. We've had some wind. Let me see. Yep, we're 30 right now. And have been flurrying all day long, on and off. Back to your hike story. You just need to find a glass blower to put handles on it. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I don't know any glass blowers. Even in reenacting, I don't know any glass blowers. That would be cool. One of the very first things we were taught in hunter safety course was never step over a log. 34 wind and flurries. Yeah, I agree with you, Tony. Way too cold for March. Yep. The one beer's gone. Time to move on to soda pop now. Hey, Derek. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. I've been subbed for ages, not even checked in. Well, just thought I should check in quick. I'm glad you did, Henry. I'm glad you did. The more the merrier. And you know, it's like I always say, once you stop in once, you're family. Come back anytime. More than a beer. You would be useless. Psst. Please. I'm old school drinker, bud. I'm old school drinker. Looking forward to April and May. So am I. It's physically impossible for pigs to look up into the sky. Hey, Bishop. I didn't even have to look to see who it was. I knew it was you. And you know, you're right. I have never seen a pig look up before. That probably explains why, because it's physically impossible for a pig to look up in the sky. Glad you stopped by too, Henry. We get a little bit more into summertime. You're going to see me doing some outdoor cooking and stuff. So it'll get time for my reenactments to fire back up here real soon, and I'll be smoking bacon over the fire and cooking all kinds of stuff over the fire. So yeah, but you should really lie. I'll kick outdoors on the grill on occasion, but I want to do more of it. Oh yeah, Henry. Yep. Once you come in the first time, your family come in anytime you want. Shit, I cook every day. I wish I did. My wife did not grow up around Southern cooking. She does not. I mean, she's one of them weird peoples. She puts all kinds of weird stuff in dishes I grew up with that didn't have weird stuff in it. The Mona Lisa has no eyebrows. That's because she had to be primed and properly trimmed up to sit there for that 30 hours while her portrait was being painted. She may not have started out with eyebrows. By the time he was done painting her, she had eyebrows again. They'd already grown back. Probably right there along with her mustache. But always reminds me of Mr. Bean's Holiday, the Mona Lisa. I love me some Mr. Bean. I love me some Mr. Bean. Rowan Atkinson. God, I have laughed many, many a time at that man. Oh, goodness gracious. My belly is full. Definitely a legend. Definitely a legend. strongest muscle in the body is the tongue. I'm not going to say anything for fear of getting in trouble. Nope. Not going to say it. Not going to say it. Yeah, I am. I've lifted 165 pounds up a wall before with my tongue. What have you done, bud? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Drew went there. He went there. All right, Henry. That's cool, bud. Hey, how long has it been since you guys have seen Diet Right in the market? I just watched a video 2 weeks ago that was talking about popular drinks that have been discontinued. Diet Right was on their list. I'm like, it ain't been discontinued. I buy it 5 for $5 all the time. Yeah, yeah, it's cola. It's cola. Diet Right was real popular in the late '60s and early '70s, and it got to the point where you couldn't find it anywhere. You couldn't find it anywhere. Let me quiet this thing down. No, 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 no. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. And back up again. Back up. Maybe. Back up. There we go. Now it's backed up back to the main page. The entire world's population could fit inside Los Angeles. Really? 5.75 billion people? 6 billion people? Hmm. That's interesting. I never realized that before. Yeah, the Diet Right is one of those. Diet Right is one of those diabetic safe drinks. No carbs, no sugar. Um, hmm, 500 square miles. Wow. Are we going to Anderson Cemetery when we come up? Yes, I will take you guys to Anderson Cemetery when you come up. We will go and check that out. I would like to see that live. The last, is it really? Let me see here real quick. I just looked at something a few months ago. Um, oh yeah, yep. As of 2021, 7.888 billion. So yeah, I'm sure we're over the 8 billion mark now. Well, that just goes to prove all those people wrong that said the world's food supply would not be able to sustain the population of the world once we hit 7 billion people. So somebody had their math off just a little bit. Cool. Yep. Hopefully by August I've got some brand new equipment and we'll have some fun out there. And we'll do a live. I don't make this up. Hey Richie, good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. You can share ours. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Um, I'm really hoping that once we start getting in our investigations again, we're going to see a steady boom with growth. That's when we've hit our most growth in the past, when we start posting our investigations. So we'll see what happens. You just never know. 4 babies are born every second. Wow, that's a lot of babies. To Jan, mine took a tad bit longer than that. Just wrapped my stream up. Hmm. Let me make sure I'm still subscribed to you, man. I'll tell you what, this I have seen so many. I have seen so many and heard of so many people who have lost subscriptions in the last 6 or 8 months. Um, no, I'm not. How about that crap? They have last year for some reason they were notorious for just erasing subscriptions. I'll bring my iPad. Hopefully we can. And then Drew and everyone. Sorry I'm late. Hey Stephen, good to see you, bud. No, you're fine. You're fine. You haven't missed much. Perhaps who are currently alive represent about 7% of the total number of people who have ever lived. Wow. That's interesting. Hey, Paul. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well tonight. I found a lot of that through people I thought I had ended up. I hadn't. Yeah, I've just noticed. I've seen videos on it, and I mean, it's happened to me with quite a few um, people I used to watch all the time. I just all of a sudden didn't get notifications for anymore, and You know, some of them I would go over and look at their channel, and I'm still subscribed. They put out videos, so I unsubscribe, resubscribe, and some of them they just completely unsubscribe me. And you know, it's like um, like with Doc earlier. It's usually channels that don't upload on a regular basis or something like that. They consider that non-activity, and you know they nail them in one of their overnight purges. So that happened with Trina and Kyle. Yeah, Christine, you'll like Richie's channel. He does a lot of really goofy lives like I do, and he does he does these really weird challenges, like eating a taco in the shower, or um, God, Richie, what's some of the weirdest things you've done, man? You've done some crazy challenges with food and stuff like that. I mean, some stuff that I sat back and laughed at, and there's some stuff I sat and watched and went, look forward to watch the video. You losing weight, Drew? Yeah, a little bit. You know, it happens when you get old. My um, appetite's changed a lot, though. I mean, I've noticed I'm a one hamburger person now. You know, my wife will make homemade tacos or something like that. I'll only eat a couple of them. Um, you know, I ate 4 salmon patties tonight because she made them out of fresh salmon, not that canned stuff. But I mean, you know, they're only yay big. But I ate 4 of them tonight, and I feel it right now. I feel like they're ready to exit the body already. Need to lose some more weight. I'm still about 30 pounds overweight. I want to get down there to where I'm supposed to be. Maybe I can get rid of some of these rolls and start putting on a little bit of that. Thank you, Henry. I appreciate that, bud. My new challenge was the Little Nitro World's Hottest Gummy Bear. Huh. Not heard of that. Now, I had somebody get a hold of me a few months ago, and their whole family had done that one chip challenge thing. And I had commented on their stream, and they asked me. They said, "If we pay for the chip, will you do the challenge?" I'm like, I ain't never been afraid of hot and spicy before. Bring it on. Matter of fact, buy 2 of them. And I never heard back from them. But I guess those chips are like $20 a piece or something like that. Some outrageous amount for a frickin' Dorito chip, man. Little Nitro World's Hottest Gummy Bear. That sounds cool. Hey, Mystical, good to see you. Can't wait for tomorrow. Really anxious to get on there with you and the girls and sit and chit chat a little bit tomorrow over there on your stream. I grow California Reaper chilies. Oh. I think my taste buds are just dead. I had a friend that used to make chili, and he would chop up a ghost pepper and put it in his chili. He didn't just, you know, like poke some holes in it, put it on a string, and keep it in there while it cooked. He chopped it up and put it in there. I mean, for a bowl of chili, you had to put like 3 heaping tablespoons of sour cream into it just to kill it enough to be able to eat it. I think he burned up my pain resistors or something. I don't know. The oceans contain almost 200,000 different viruses. Wow. One more reason not to go on a cruise. Hey, Terry. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight, hon. I watched Mystical and Drew 2 today. My partner eats them off the plant. Wow. Um, Let me see here. Need to fix this a little bit. There we go. Um, I'm honored that you accepted to come on my channel. Drew Chew's excited also. Of course, anytime. My pleasure. I ate a dried Caroline, or yeah, Carolina Reaper for a YouTube video. That pepper ate me up. I bet it did. I hear those things are, what, 50 times, 50 or 100 times stronger than a jalapeno or something like that. Hey, Sarah. Good to see you. These two paintings are actually our our giveaway competition. First one for this channel. First one for this year. Um, uh, this one here is painted by a gentleman that's still alive, named Charles. Um, I'll tell you what. I'm just going to pull this down and set it right there. That way, I got easier access to this. This one here is painted by Charles Carson. He's still alive. He's a Grandmaster Fine Arts, International Academy of Fine Arts in Quebec. And this one here is painted by Porfirio Salinas, who died in 1973. And he specializes in oil on canvas, 18th and 19th century, or 18th and, yeah, Southwestern, Latino, Mexican, and Native American artwork. This one here was given to Grandpa when he got his promotion as a union welder back in the late 60s or very early 70s. And this one here was given to Grandma and Grandpa by a doctor friend of theirs that was out here, what I call Camp Ritchie folk, Diamond Lake, where there is no house less than $2 million, and some of them go up into multiple digits above $10 million. So, but here's all the information on it right here, how to get into it and stuff like that. I had some random person give me a Carolina Reaper, and I wouldn't touch it. I don't blame you. Those things will kick your butt. Nice, I love them. It was a great giveaway. Hey to everyone in the chat, although I make killer chili, that I'll put against anyone. Now, see, Paul, that's how I am about my chili. And I can do American chili or I can do Texas chili. You know, either juicy as could be or no juice at all when you get done with it. And that's how I am about it. I will put my chili up against anyone's chili. It's such a nice February. Now it's freezing out. We're having a late winter. Oh, we're getting it too. It's been snowing here all day long. Yesterday they forecasted 36 today and partly sunny. And this morning I got up and they changed it to high of 31 and snow on and off all day. And that's exactly what we got was 31 and snow on and off all day. We dropped to 30 degrees right when I started the stream an hour almost an hour ago. March sucks this moment. I agree, Tony, 100%. It does. Sounds like we better get chili party going, Drew. I agree, Paul. I agree. Ain't nothing wrong with a good old fashioned chili cook off among friends. I got a container of chili out of the freezer for dinner on Sunday. Whereabouts in the country are you, Sarah? Okay, cool, Sarah. Thank you, honey. Well, we are taking donations for the and entries for the artwork up until the last day of April. And then on Monday, May 1st, on the evening show, all the entries go into the fish bowl. No, that's not a fish. That's paint on the fish bowl. All the entries are going in the fish bowl. I'm going to hold it right here. My daughter's getting down here on her knees with her hand above her head. She's going to swirl it for about 20 seconds and pick out one entry. And that person wins the pictures or the paintings. Katie made some killer. Let me see here. Kathy made some killer beef stew tonight. Oh, wow. Very cool. My Steph made homemade salmon patties out of fresh salmon. Her son had caught one last year, had it in his freezer, brought it over the other day, and she worked for probably 2 hours today, finally cutting up and shredding the salmon, the breadcrumbs. Of course, I make my own breadcrumbs and stuff. But she made a mess of salmon patties, and looks like we're having salmon patties for tomorrow night too. Pretty country, Sarah's close to me. Iron Dog. Let me see here. How do you enter? Right here, Paul. Right there's all the information to enter, bud. Let me see here. Oh yeah, it's close. My aunt lives in Parkersburg, right near the border. Hop, skip, and a jump from West Virginia border. Gotta go cook. Hope to catch you all Friday. We'll be on Wednesday night too, Sarah. We'll be on Wednesday evening too, 7 o'clock. But you go get your cooking and stuff done. We'll talk to you later. Mr. Wookie, good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well tonight. Sounds nice. We'll call them fish cakes, I think, in the UK. I believe so. I believe you guys call them fish cakes, when you grind the fish up or you chop it really fine, and then you put in breadcrumbs or cracker crumbs or something, salt and pepper, what else, and then you patty them like a hamburger, and you just fry them in the skillet. I think you guys do call them fish cakes. Nothing wrong with that. Paul, go to the link Drew posted. It's $1 entry. Take care, Sarah. I'm out to take care. I am out to take care. Oh, you too, Tony. Take care of yourself, bud. We will catch you in a couple days. So you do most of your cooking on a grill, Henry? You don't do any campfire cooking, or you just kind of flip flop back and forth depending upon what you're doing when you decide to make a video, or how do you do it? Man, I am lagging behind again. What is up with this? I was what I was seeing and what I was doing was about 45 seconds apart. Emma Jane, good to see you, dear. Hope you're doing well. Pretty much on the barbecue grill, but do most cooking indoors, but love cooking outdoors. See, that's how I am. I cook indoors all winter long, but in the summertime, I do a lot of my historical reenactments, which I try to do, you know, 10, 15, more than 15 if I can. A lot of them have just, they've stopped happening. But I used to do almost 25 events a year. Every weekend, all summer long, I was out at events. But when I go out, I do a lot of cooking over the fire. I'll cook, if I could find it cheap enough, I'll cook a turkey or a chicken over an open fire. Um, I usually always start off my morning smoking about a pound of bacon, and I'll smoke it into almost a jerky. That way, I can sit and eat it all day long. And sometimes, if I'm doing like an American Civil War event, I'll do eggs and fried potatoes and bacon and all kinds of stuff right there over the fire. Just depends, But I love cooking over an open fire. Been watching a new series called Poker Face. It's really good. I've been seeing that advertised. Um, I was thinking about checking it out earlier, and I started watching a movie instead that had. I don't know if you guys remember the old series Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, but it actually the guy that played Sully was in it. So you know, I had to watch that just to see how he'd aged in the last 20 years. He's aged. He don't look anything like he used to. Joe Lando, that's his name, Joe Lando. First and last battles of the Civil War were fought next to the same man's property in different towns. That's an interesting factoid I've never heard before. That's very cool. I think it's on Peacock. Oh yeah, she said right there. I can't be cooking on open fire. Oh, I know. I know. I'm always out. I'm watching. I'm always out and burning one while cooking. So I guess I fit in. Yep. I'm watching that on DVD at the moment. Dr. Quinn, that is. I used to love that show. Oh my God, I love that show. I would like to find that somewhere on one of our streaming channels. I think I would probably watch it from the first episode to the last again, just to watch the kids all grow up again. And I actually found Little House on the Prairie the other day. Thought about watching that again. That was my mom's favorite show growing up. So, um, yeah, I'd like to sit and watch that, but I'd like to watch it with mom just to bring back those memories. Hey, can I send it to your email address on your PayPal? Tried that link, but it can't find it, but found your email address. I don't know if it works or not, but you can try. I don't know why it wouldn't. I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Hopefully, Amelia's coming home tomorrow. She's still feeling better, but still not out of the woods. Man, I sure hope so. I mean, as long as she's feeling better and don't push it, man, that scared me last time you brought her home, especially when you told me about that. Um, no, Iron Dog. The Living History Comes Alive is the one that I actually use. I don't even ever look at Midwest Parahistoric Society, but Living History Comes Alive at gmail.com is the one I use. I don't understand why it don't show. Some people it does it for, some people it don't, and that's weird. But yeah, Shane, man, I hope she gets to come home and things keep going well for her. Like I said, as long as she's feeling better and not pushing it, I think being at home always beats being in some damn hospital with strangers and being in her own bed or on her own couch, relaxing in her own air in familiar surroundings. Oh yeah, I'm burning one while frying up some chicken right now. That sounds good. In the next few weeks, I'll be doing a topic on demons, demonic possession, spirits, entities, poltergeists, and hauntings, and the difference between them. That's cool, Derek. That's very cool. I like that. Here in the near future, Derek. If I can remember how to get a hold of you, I think I got you on Messenger. I was going to have you come over and guest um, on one of my Friday night interviews and actually sit down and talk to you about investigations and some of the research and stuff that you've done in the different fields or on the different topics. I mean, I made tacos earlier. That sounds good. That sounds good. The wife's son gave her a couple sides of salmon that he had caught last year, and we've had them in the freezer for about a week now. And she looked at me yesterday. She goes, "How about homemade salmon patties?" Said, beats canned salmon any day of the week. So that's what she made tonight. And man, I'll tell you what, those two sides of salmon, They must have made a dozen salmon patties. So it looks like we're having salmon patties tomorrow night too. Hell, I'm game anytime you want me. Cool. Sounds good, Derek. I'll uh I'll get with you here in the next day or so. We'll get something figured out. I've got a really cool guest coming on this Friday night, Jesse from Jesse's Histories and Mysteries. I met her through Jared King TV, and I believe she's out of Alabama, but we've been talking for about a week. And I got her set up for this Friday night. That's going to be real interesting because not only does she do history and mysteries, but she also does paranormal just like we do. So I think that's going to be a good one. It's always nice to meet somebody that's got a common interest as you. Let me see here. Two banks collapsed over the weekend. There's a bank run. Our government at its finest. Wow. There you go. Oh, you sub to her? Yeah, like I said, I met her through Jared and went over and looked at her channel, and I was like, holy crap. Well, then I started talking to her, and I realized that she had a second channel as well. And it's like, dang. I said, this girl's got the same interests we do. I just threw everything together in one channel. I didn't worry about a second channel. April, I'll also be doing a topic discussion on the war in heaven with heaven, the good angels, Michael, fallen angels, my theory on where some of the fallen landed here. Interesting. Very interesting. Joe says the economy's doing great. Yeah. Yeah, listen to Uncle Joe. He said everything's fine. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine. And if you can't trust your Uncle Joe, who can you trust? If you guys will excuse me for a second, I'm going to take a little run to the in-house real quick. Too cold to go to the outhouse. I'm going to the inside fleshy thing. So I'll be right back. Talk real nice amongst yourselves, and I'll be back in a second. Unforgettable. That's what you are. Oh, yeah. All right, let me see here. Blah, blah, back up here, back up here. I did 10 energy do if I win. Do another contest then. Okay, I will. I've actually got a couple of them planned. I got some pretty cool stuff planned for this year. Pretty fun stuff. If you leave that, I got a fridge. I got a bridge in Brooklyn. I'll tell you. Trump was the one to deregulate the banks. Yeah. How much for the bridge? So I have some interesting topics, discussions coming up, including paranormal, supernatural investigations, and history videos. Nice. Let the banks regulate themselves. How'd that work out? Yeah, really. Hey, Lee, good to see you, bud. $4 a dozen eggs, $5 a gallon milk. Everything is great. Yeah, ooh, whoop-de-doo. Cheerio, Drew. I just lost it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? That bloody get a Cheerio at? There it is. Cheerio, Drew, and all. Yeah. All right, Tony Lee. You and Katie have a good evening, and we'll talk to y'all later. What I miss? Anything good? I get $3 a dozen for my eggs. Our eggs are staying below $10 for 2.5 dozen. So I'm not gonna bitch. It beats the hell out of $16 for 2.5 dozen. So Derek, looking forward to watching. Hey Drew, did a little investigation Friday. We managed to get some EVPs. Very cool. Very cool. Used to be 49 cents not very long ago. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Many thanks, Christine. Change you. If I win, do another contest then. I sure will, bud. I sure will. Okay, $8 to $10 a dozen here. My God. Wow. Jane, I will trade 2 dozen eggs and 5 gallons of blueberry wine for it. She's got her own damn chickens. She don't need anybody else's eggs. If anyone is interested, go to pcwa.org and get yourself entered into a $20 giveaway to help benefit 160th Gettysburg reenactment. That's cool. Gotta go. Have a great evening. You too, dog. Take care of yourself, bud. Have a good evening, and we'll catch you later. I get my own eggs out of the coop, but I'd take the 10 gallons of wine. I need to move to the U.S. Yes, you do. I absolutely positively agree with that. We need another Aussie here. We need another good nurse. If people stop buying eggs for a week, watch how fast the price goes down. I've been saying that all along. If people would stop consuming something for a week, maybe even 2 weeks, and especially if they quit buying them at a place that is a main resale place for some of our egg producers around here, or milk or cottage cheese or shredded cheese or whatever the case may be. They'd be amazed how quick they'd see reactions out of those places. Winner gets choice of either infilled musket or full accoutrements, and if neither of those interest you, there is a cash option. Very cool. Subscribe, enter contest. Ends tomorrow. Drawing Wednesday. Just comment in the video I want in or enter me. Huh. What's that one? I've not seen that. Here, we are going to pause this real quick. I'm going to back this puppy up. We're going to do the audio on this.
Everybody, Iron Dog 63 here with a giveaway. This giveaway is for a Let's Go branded banner. Now, anybody can enter the contest as long as you live in the continental United States of America. Okay? The continental United States of America. You have to be a subscriber to the channel. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, and put one comment in. Just one. Comment can say, put me in the contest. Enter me into the contest. I want to win the banner. Something along that line. You can't put in, well, you know, it's a mundane channel. It ain't going to get you entered. It has to be, put me in, enter me in the contest. I want to win that banner. Somewhere along that along the lines. Now, I said something about this on the 15th of February, so I'm going to make the contest for March 15th. I'll bring up a randomizer, and I'll pick out it'll pick out the eligible subscribers, and then you email me at irondog63@gmail.com. I'll discuss that after we pick the winner. You email me, and I will get your address, and I'll mail this out to you. But it's brand new, still the page. And let's see.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
That's what I said.
Brandon. I've never opened it up. I've never seen it, but I do know. I'm feeling around. It has a piece of an island right here, so it's either a flag or a hanger. So that's all you got to do is say, put me in the contest. Enter me, please. I want to win. Like the video and subscribe. You got to be a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, you won't be entered into the contest. Have a blessed day, everybody. Take care.
I don't know, but I personally want that poop emoji hat. It would match my poop emoji pillow that I have at the head of my bed. And since my wife calls me her favorite little shithead anyway, I think it would be perfect. I really honestly do. And then I would wear it during the live streams because everybody on here already knows I'm just a shithead. So let's see, Christy, where do you live? Discussion. I might even do a topic. Discussion on AIs, robots, where they're destroying ourselves, the creation of some movie references as in Terminator, iRobot, Maximum Overdrive. That's a cool subject. That's a very cool subject. I could definitely chime in on that one. I can't get my Vegemite or eucalyptus oil through Drew if I move there. Yes, you did. You did sound very sexy on that. You did sound very sexy. Um, Let me put up the link. Um, have a blessed night, all. You too, dog. Take care, bud. We'll catch you in the morning or next morning that you're on. Lee, to answer your question when you first came in, you haven't really missed a lot. We're doing our giveaway. First one for this channel, first one for 2023. It's these two pieces of artwork. They are both oil on canvas. This one here was done by C. Carson. He's still alive. Um, what's his title again? Um, Grand Master of Fine Arts with the International Academy of Fine Arts in Quebec. And this one here is done by Porfirio Salinas. He died in 1973. Specializes in Southwestern, Latino, Mexican, and Native American artwork. Um, but we are giving these away. We started the giveaway, or you could actually um, enter to win. We started last Wednesday. It goes until the last day of April on Monday, May 1st. All the entries go in here, and Ash is gonna swirl it around, and um, she's gonna pick the single winner out. You do not have to be present to win. Wristband, Lee put up the link. Let's see here. Now, if either of those were done by Abo. Oh, I know. I know. A little Bob Ross love would be great, man. I'd love to have a piece of Bob Ross's work. You know, have a happy little bush sitting down here on the hillside overlooking that lake right next to this little tree. And look, there's a deer. Speaking of deer, have you guys heard the story? And if you haven't, I seriously encourage you to look it up online. There is a story in Appalachia of something called the knot deer. There are all kinds of stories online about this, and I ran across it by accident today looking for a video subject to start the April videos. And I started doing some research on it. I got on Google, looked it up, and it's some scary shit. I mean, I guess these things are aggressive. Somebody actually showed a video of a group of deer out down their hillside from their back porch at their house. And one of the things about these knot deer is that they will stand up on their hind legs and chase other deer and people. And one of the deer in this video at the 4-minute 20-second mark actually did get up. And I mean, you could look at it and tell it's not green screened or anything. This, you could actually see it. The whole thing was pixelated. And for that small of a channel, I really honestly doubt that they had the money or the equipment to have this professionally done by someplace like International Light and Magic or something like that. But this deer actually stood up on its hind legs and started to walk towards other deer. But this is some scary shit. Massive aggression, very angry, just some scary shit. Let's put a happy tree over. Yes, need to have a happy little tree over here by this little rock outcropping. I loved Bob Ross, man. I used to sit and watch his show, and I looked. My my ex would walk in. She goes, "Oh my God, are you watching Bob?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "Isn't that a happy little tree?" And she'd just shake her head and walk out of the room. Bob was one of the happiest people, though, that I ever seen, and it I don't know. There's just something about him. There's something about him. He was taken away way too young. And I know Lee is a big Bob Ross fan. Lee has even got Bob Ross Christmas ornaments. So, I mean, you know that you really love somebody when you have Christmas ornaments um, hanging from your tree of that person. There's a new Owen Wilson movie coming out soon called Paint. Very cool. Very cool. Sounds like skinwalkers. It really honestly does, don't it? And they've been accused of being that before. They've been the one of the videos that I looked at today actually accused them of being a type of skinwalker. That's I saw that. He's portraying Bob Ross. I just got Mr. Potato Head Bob Ross. That's cool. That's very cool. A Mr. Potato Head Bob Ross. The thing I think I liked the most about Bob was he was the only skinny white dude I ever met in my life, I ever seen in my life, that could support that hairstyle. I mean, Bob had the frizziest, curliest afro I ever seen in my entire life. And every time I seen him, he just made me smile. I don't know what it is about Bob. He just always made me smile. Probably because I knew there was going to be a happy little rock or a happy little tree or a happy little bush or something somewhere that day in that painting he was doing. And he always made it look easy. He always made it look like anybody could do it. The most clumsiest, goofiest person in the world could pick up a palette and paint a masterpiece. Blanket, chia pet, plushie, shirts, Halloween costume. That's cute. I could see you dressed as Bob Ross. He isn't Bob in the movie, but it looks like him. Um, what's that? Come on, turn on. Okay. Let me see here now. How I even went to his grave. Very cool. That'd be cool. Was he buried down in Florida outside of Orlando? I was down there for Thanksgiving last year. Oh, that's cool. Who's Bob Ross? Bob Ross was a famous painter on TV for several years, and I mean, literally, Bob was that artist that he would go through, and he would start with a blank canvas at the beginning of the show, and by the end of the show he would sit there and he would show you how he mixed things. He would show you what tools he used to do certain things on the canvas, from a scraper to a fine brush to whatever texturing tool he needed. And I mean, literally, if you listened and you followed along, you could paint by the end of that show. Bob was that good. I watched him for years. I mean, God, how many years was he on television? 20 years? Yeah, 30-minute masterpiece. That's exactly it. 30-minute masterpiece. But how long was he on? 20, 25 years, something like that? You got done with your stream, but I didn't get a notification for it because I'm streaming. Doc. When I said set up a stream, I meant set up a stream for when I'm not streaming. How can I come in and join your stream if I'm streaming, Doc? Kids. Oops. 1983 through 94. Was he only on for 11 years? God, it seemed like so much longer than that. It has been a while since you streamed, but I'm glad you did it again. I hate to see anybody with talent sit around and let their talent just kind of flounder on them. And you do good live streams. You do good live streams. You keep people entertained. You just need people to share you out more and draw more people in. Almost had to Google figure out how to do it again. Yeah. It's ingrained in my DNA, but I don't think I'll ever forget. If you add it up, each episode has 3 paintings made from it. Yeah, and I mean, since he passed away, there's no getting a hold of his artwork anymore. That's the amazing thing about being a great artist. And like this painting here has had multiple copies of it made. And I actually found it when I decided to put these in the giveaway. I got onto Google and just typed in the artist's name and um, typed in auction prices, and it showed me a site that had multiple auction houses. And I actually found this painting for like $150 or something like that. This one here you can't find anywhere. I don't know if they made multiple copies of his work or what, but I can't find that one on any site. But I found paintings of his that ranged from 40 or from what was $4,000 to $50,000. I don't know why the woman is messaging me instead of just coming in here. What? Come on, bugger. Get off my screen. Made one beforehand that he looks. Made one beforehand that he looks at while he's making one filmed, and another was donated to local public television stations. I'll do another stream when you're not streaming, perhaps. StreamYard. Good thinking, bud. Hey, Justin. Good to see you. Not a lot, bud. Not a lot's going on. Getting ready for this weekend, getting anxious. You know, we still got, what, 5 days? But that's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a good show. I can't wait for this weekend. The for those of you that didn't know, the Kalamazoo, Michigan Living History Trade Show is this weekend. It is an annual event for reenactors. They have everything from pewter vendors to leather vendors to hide vendors to gun vendors to woven blanket vendors to furniture and tent vendors, clothers, shoe and boot makers, everything there. For those of you that are familiar with people in the reenacting field and stuff like that, Townsend's, famous, been in business since the 60s, have supplied clothing and accoutrements to probably 50 different Hollywood films. They will be at Kalamazoo this year, as they usually are. John Townsend himself will be there with a lot of his crew. So, I mean, it's going to be a great show. It's going to be a great show. Probably going to be another 8,000 to 9,000 people cruise through there over the weekend.
Did you say accoutrements?
Accoutrements.
So why don't I have that emoji?
I don't know. Bothered. I don't know. That's the.
I had to ask Kelsey what it meant.
That's the kind of smile with a single teardrop.
I see, because I see it. I don't have it available to me.
I don't know.
It's not. I even had Ash look to see if I just was missing it. I don't understand why I don't have it.
It's a single teardrop emoji. You should have one. It's a
laughing face with a single teardrop. The only teardrop I have is just a regular smiley or an upside down sad face with it. There's no ha-ha smiley with a teardrop. That's what you sent me, was a ha-ha smiley with a teardrop.
Mine's got a kind of a half-ass smile with a single tear.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Yeah, see, mine don't look like that.
Oh, what's yours look like? Because I don't have that.
I mean, it's kind of sort of.
That is exactly what you said.
It does not look like it.
Yes, it does.
You're smoking crack again.
You are. You are smoking the crack. Probably making it in here. That's why you're in here so much. I don't have that, and I don't understand.
If I was making that stuff in here, we wouldn't have half the financial issues we have.
Crack is not. Nobody pays that much money for crack. It's $10 for a rock. Well, it used to be.
Sell 500 rocks a week, though.
Stop talking about that on here. Okay, I love you.
Love you too.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay. Looking sexy as ever, too.
Yes, you are.
I know it.
In that raggedy old fuckered up sweater and everything.
Raggedy? Oh, it's a Carhartt sweater. I'm not going in this.
Oh.
When have you? The only time I go out the house and this is when you go in. You know that.
I'll never let it be said that marriage is not an adventure. I was so enthralled watching Bob paint. I got you 3 badges. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, bud. I really do. I found a gold Pam that he painted in the backside of eBay for 15 grand. Oh, wow. And another one for 69 grand. Well, I'm going to go, but let's do a stream together sometime. Sounds good, Doc. You know I'm all for it, bud. I'm all for it. Anytime. Just get a hold of me, message me, bud, and I'll be there. Poke the bear. What was that all about? I sent her an emoji, and I've got this probably the lowest quality Galaxy phone that they ever made. It's like, I think it's like the O22 or something, but I sent her an emoji that was just like a little smirk with a single teardrop, and she don't have that emoji on her phone. So she's freaking out trying to figure out why she couldn't send it back to me, because all she's got is either a smiley face with no tear or a sad face with 1 tear. And she couldn't figure out why she didn't have the smirk with a tear. That's what that was all about. That's why I looked back at the camera like, are you believing this? She came in here during my live stream to talk about an emoji. Smoking that stuff, not sharing shame. Dumb ways to die. Oops. But better by somebody else's hand than your own mistakes, I always say. First time was my own fault. I'm going to let somebody else do the job next time. Maybe they'll get it right. Oh yeah, now she was smiling about it. She was smiling about it, Christine, the whole time. That's what was so cute about it. I'm trying to figure out why I didn't have this emoji. Argue with a woman about damn emojis. Hey, she came into my territory. I wasn't arguing with her. Where's the camera? She came in here starting shit with me. I wasn't arguing with her. Yeah, I know. Poor thing. She's emojiless. You too. Be looking out for her message to you tomorrow with the StreamYard link for the live. I sure will. I sure will. I've already let the wife know that I'll be in here a little bit before 4:30 my time, and I'll be going on live with you girls at 4:30. Told her maybe I'll be done by dinner time, maybe I won't be done by dinner time. Depends on what we're talking about and how much everybody wants to talk. And then I finish that statement with pretty please, because she scares me. Has Steph updated her phone lately? Maybe they'll add them. That's actually her new phone. See, a lot of you guys don't understand this, and maybe her and I just have this really unusual marriage. I don't know. But her money is to pay the bills with and to do her thing. The money I make here is money for me to do what I need to do, keep this thing all flowing, keep new equipment coming in, help pay bills when she needs help, things like that. So, you know, I have the $35 phone. She has the $600 phone. So, but that's her brand new phone. This is actually her old phone right here. She she gave me this one 3 weeks ago to start doing videos on because it's got a much bigger memory core in it. But I have yet to I have yet to get around to transferring all of my apps over to that phone. So maybe sometime here real soon. We can only hope. Don't forget to hit the like button anyway. A lot of times, even new phones need updating. That's very possible. That's very possible. I'll suggest that to her after a bit. Um, when we get done to update her, check on an update for her phone. Maybe she'll have something there. If you come in, hey everyone, I heard that Robin Williams always had a clause in his contract in whatever studio made, they were required to hire 20 homeless people in some capacity. That's interesting. I mean, that's right up the line with everything I've always heard about Robin, about him, wanting to give back to the community and, help the homeless and help the needy and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's actually very interesting. Thank you, Templar. That's really cool. Hope you're doing well this evening, bud. If you come in looking like me after Grumpy, we'll know why. Yeah. Gotta go. Not feeling great. I'll catch up soon, everyone. All right, Christine, you take care of yourself, hon. Get some rest. Get to feeling better. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, we'll be back on here Wednesday evening, same time, and then again Friday morning and Friday evening with our guest Jesse from Jesse's Histories and Mysteries. So you still got a few times to check us out, but you get to feeling better. Food poisoning is nothing to mess with. It will booger your belly up and just make you all around crappy. Make your partner wait on you. Make your number one take care of you. Make your number one make you their number one for a couple days. More holes than a slice of Swiss cheese. Yep. Just like your buttocks did the last time you come to visit. At least that's one guarantee. That's one thing about me that's promised. You come to visit and get on a battlefield with me, you may get shoosted. You might get your fanny peppered. You never know. I wonder why I haven't been back. I'm out of ammo. I'm out of ammo. You're safe. Don't got no powder. Don't got no lead. Don't got no cartridges. You're safe. Wasn't too fond of the welcoming committee. And see, the really cool thing about it is next time you come to visit, you don't have to just stay at Mark's. You could spend a night or two at Mark's. You come over here. We'll do the pull out sofa thing. You could do a night or two over here, hang out. It's all good, and actually have the room to yourself. I mean, after April 1st, not even Gertie's urn is going to be in the living room anymore. Yeah, I know. Well, the last weekend of the month was Grandma's birthday, so we didn't want to put her in the ground when there was possibility of it still being so cold and everything. So we decided that the weekend following her birthday, April 1st, we were all going to have a big dinner and stuff here, and then we're all going to go up to the cemetery. They're already going to have the vault in the ground. We're gonna lay the urn in the vault and put the lid on it, and they're gonna cover it back up for us. So laying her right next to Grandpa, and so yeah, we still have a little urn though. So if you get woke up with somebody, tickling your feet, you'll know it's Grandma. She was always a foot tickler. So worst Laurel and Hardy handshake I ever received. Do you have any rock salt? No. And no way to propel that rock salt. Powder is getting harder and harder to find. Hey, Ty. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well tonight. Yeah, I know. Look who it is. Oh, snap. I got I got a hole in the bottom. There's a snake in my boot. Oh, I know there's a hole in my boot. Reinforcements have arrived. Yeah, but you seem to forget when he trims his beard up just right, he looks like Abe Lincoln. Who's reinforcing who? The two victims of Grumpy. I have two barrels, one for each of you. Oh, I'm glad she's recovering well, Ty. My biggest fear was, that anesthesia was going to wear off. She was going to feel that pain and she was going to flip out. Or she was going to stick her tongue up there and touch the stitches and stuff and just go ape poop. And then she was going to be hell to manage all evening long. So I'm really glad that she's having a good recovery and no stitches, really. Wow. Normally when they treat for an abscess, they'll stitch it up because there's a big open pocket in the socket where the abscess was at. So whether it's lower or upper, there's a big open. Basically, the bone dissolves away, and that's where the abscess sits at, is in that pocket up in the socket. And they'll normally, instead of leaving it open, they'll they'll stitch it up. So I'm really surprised they didn't. That's actually wow. She looks funny. She definitely talks funny. Oh, I'm sure she does. Poor little thing's probably all swollen up in there and stuff. Not to mention she's missing those teeth now, though it's kind of hard for her to talk. My new Wi-Fi router's working good. Drew and I did a live today to make sure it was working good for when you come on tomorrow. Oh, very cool. Very cool. No front top teeth. Oh my God. I didn't know it was that advanced. Wow. Oh, it was her front teeth. I thought it was an abscess in her back teeth. Wow. Oh my God. So are they gonna after the swelling and stuff goes down, um are they gonna try to put artificials in where they had to take out the front teeth, or what are they gonna do? Or have they even said yet? My God, we only got about a minute and a half left. I think the evening streams go faster than the morning streams do. Wow. But anyway, like I said before, guys, the giveaway, her two front teeth ones were loose, so they just went ahead and took them out. She had front and back pulled on both sides. Ouch. Oh, poor little monkey. Poor little monkey. Mm. Well, at least she's not feeling it. That's a good thing. But like I said, guys, the giveaway competition is underway. It started last Wednesday night. It goes to the last day of April on Monday, May 1st. All of the entries that we get will go into this fishy bowl right here. My daughter is going to come in here. She's going to hand stir, and she's going to pick out a single winner. Of course, you can enter as many times as you like. It is $1 per entry. All the information is right there on the post I just put up in the chat. The more entries you make are the more little slips of paper with your name that I make and go in that thing. And like I said, my daughter picks one winner. You do not have to be present to win. So whatever name she draws wins the artwork. They need to get a hold of me on my email that night, which I'll announce that evening. Get me their mailing information. I'm going to have the pictures cleaned professionally and packaged up and insured. So you're going to get two nice little pieces of artwork in the mail. I'll have to send you a picture after the stream. I'll be here. I'll be working on the next video after the stream is over with. So, all right, since I'm back to work, I get up 2:30 a.m. Don't forget, share with them for when I win them. P.S. Let your daughter know the 50 will be in the mail. Gotcha, bud. Gotcha. Hey, there's Jesse right there, guys. That's going to be our guest Friday night. How you doing, sweetie? We were just getting ready to close it out, but I'll hold on for a second since you're here. But I hope you guys are enjoying the month of March, Irish American Heritage Month. Every video was about Irish American heritage, with the exception of the one coming on Tuesday after this coming weekend. That's going to be the video from the Kalamazoo Living History Trade Show. Like I said, guys, this is going to be the 4-year anniversary of when I posted my very first video on this platform with the old channel, Living History Comes Alive. So, happy anniversary to us this weekend. Of course, this channel here is just over a year old because of all that nasty jealousy, poopy caca in the paranormal field. You know, you guys know the story. Y'all know the story. I started doing paranormal. We started blowing up. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, 3 copyright strikes on 3 public photos in a week from somebody with a fake email. So they got their job done. Nope, couldn't get the old channel back. Couldn't get the old channel back. I tried and I tried and I tried, and there was no way to get the old channel back. So, almost 5,000 subscribers, 900 videos, and my only income. So we started over. So, be a troll. Hide under a bridge. Eat a billy goat gruff. I don't care. Don't F with my YouTube channel, because you're not going to stop me. All you're going to do is piss me off, make me look for you, so I can rub it in your face when I succeed and you don't. Let me see here. Doing good. Hope everyone has a good night. You too, Jesse. You too. Take care, everyone. Have a great night. Yep. Most definitely. Most definitely. You guys have a great night. Like I said, I'll be back on here on Wednesday evening. Same bat time, same bat station, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe we'll do some trivia or something on Wednesday night. Make it something fun, instead of just sitting here having to listen to me ramble. This family will keep growing like most families do. You got it. You got it. There ain't no keeping a good family down. And that's why I don't refer to this as a creator and subscribers. This is a family, dude. We celebrate each other's victories. We mourn each other's losses. This ain't a channel, y'all. This is a family. So, it's what I ever wanted. The only thing I ever wanted when I started my channel was to build our own little community. And by God, we've built it. So, I'm out of here. I'm going to start working on the first video for the month of April, since I've got March completely done, with the exception of what I got to film this weekend for next Tuesday. Tomorrow, let me see here. What do we got coming out here tomorrow? What the hell did we do the other day? Blah, 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 blah. Checka. We did High Brazil on Sunday. Tomorrow is going to be the Norman conquest of Ireland and Scotland. Thursday is going to be the leprechaun, Irish folklore rooted in history. And next Sunday is going to be why Rome never sacked Ireland. And then, of course, Tuesday is going to be the 2023 Kalamazoo Living History Trade Show. And we'll take it from there after then. So, I want to do a video at the fairgrounds this weekend. Planning to, bud. Planning to. Maybe not a live stream, but I'm planning on doing a video. So, but all right. It is time for me to be like a fat baby and head out. Time for me to be like a tree and leave. Time for me to be like a bunch of birds and get the flock out of here. Man, I wish I could have found a good video or some good information on the production of Irish whiskey. It's one of my favorite things about doing the Celtic Games in South Bend, Indiana every year. At least going out there and enjoying the weekend is they have that Scotch whiskey tasting tent from one of the local breweries, and they have everything from a golden whiskey to a black whiskey. Nummy, nummy. But all right, guys. Until Wednesday night, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. We'll catch you on a couple of days. We'll see you then.